Hello, my name is Andrei Oktavian Silitonga, and today I'm going to explain about the first case study and also the second case study. So, for the first case study, the question is about to define the dimension and the measures of the picture above. So, this is I have the data. The data is about the share of renewable energy. So, what is the difference between dimension and measures? So dimensions is contain qualitative value such as like name, dates, age, and the other. So from this data, it can define that the first dimension is for where. So the first dimension is about the country like Belgium, Bulgaria, Denmark, Germany, Ireland. So this first dimension is to define where is the data is taken. So the second dimension is like dates, like 2006, 2007, 2008. So it's defined when was the data is taken. So the difference between dimension and measures is quantitative value that can be measured. So for the example, on Belgium in 2006, the share of renewable energy is 2.7%. And the second question is about to give an example of each type of the data roll-ups below. So the first is direct. Direct is the same matrix exists at each level and it's aggregated upward. So for the example, it's like the number of shares of renewable energy in 2009 in Spain. So the second each type of the data rolls up is composite. So composite is created from two or more metrics. So for the example, the average share of the renewable energy in Italy for 2007 is the calculation result from the January to December. So on the second case study, so here I have the data. The question is also same to define the dimension and the measures. So the first dimension is like attribute such as customer name. In this customer entity, it can describe what the customer name is. So from this entity, we know who is the customer that make the order. And the second one is where, just like the region ID on entity region that define where is the customer located, that the customer that make the order, where is he, the customer. So the third is what, like on the entity product, and in this product description attribute that describes what product the customer will buy. And the last one is when, or like entity time, it can describe when the product was ordered by the customer. So from this entity, we know exactly when was the customer make the order. And the second one is for the measures. So the measures is like the profit in these fact entities that because it's can be calculated, so it's called the measures on this profit. And the question number two is to give an example of each type of the data roll ups below. So on the direct, because the direct is already same, the same matrix exists at each level and it's aggregated upward. So it can be defined from this case study. The, the direct type data is like the number of electronic product that is sold in 2010. And for the second, for the composite is created from two or more metrics. So it can be defined from this case study. The composite it's to calculated the income we get, and we can calculate it the capital that comes out, and the profits, that's what we get. So from the measure, we know what kind of profit that we have and how much it is. And I think that's it from me. Thank you.